Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Igloo of Cinema, and in this week's episode, we went and watched The Hunger Games: Catching Fire, starring Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, Woody Harrelson, and Elizabeth Banks. Also, some other actors, but I don't remember the names, that play new characters like Finnick and stuff like that. So yeah. So, welcome to a review of the second Hunger Games movie. If you don't know what this movie is about, go read the books that these movies are based on, or just watch the movie, you lazy motherfuckers. But anyways, this is the sequel to the first Hunger Games movie, which is based on, like I said again, books, the trilogy of books written by Suzanne Collins, great author, by the way. And yeah, let's start off with this review. Like always, we're going to take turns talking about what we liked and what we didn't like, and that's going to be a review. I'll start. I absolutely love this movie. I thought it was better than the first one. And, the first book is my favorite book of the trilogy. But I feel like they adapted this one even better. Yeah. Especially because there's no fucking shaky cam.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, what the hell's going on? It's not dizzy and like crazy. And you can see what's going on. So I love that. Acting-wise, everyone does fantastic. Especially Josh Hutcherson, who I think... really stepped up his game in this one and really brought a lot to the table. Not that I think in the first one he did bad, but this one there's a clear difference. Yeah. Jennifer Lawrence does great as always. Although in some scenes where she's required to cry and like she makes this really ridiculous like crying face, it's a bit too much. But overall Jennifer Lawrence still fantastic actress. Woody Harrelson great as always. Elizabeth Banks. But the two most important ones I feel like are most noteworthy is Finnick and President Snow. The actor who plays Finnick, I'm sorry I don't remember your name, but might put it down here. But you do fantastic, great character. I love how like they don't tell you everything about him, so it's enough to make you curious and want to know more. And President Snow is just as menacing as he's even more menacing. Yeah. Like you can really feel like the evilness.
Yeah.
I love it. I thought the pacing was great and everything fantastic.
So basically, I liked everything that you liked. Acting was great. President Snow is like sophisticatedly angry / evil. You can tell. Finnick does amazing. Costumes were really nice. Hair, for some reason I noticed, was really nice too. And visually, the movie was really nice. The Hunger Games itself, the Capitol, all that. And for some reason, I noticed Caesar's acting. Like, it was really, like, I noticed it. It was really good. I don't know.
Okay.
Stuff I didn't like.
I agree. I think,
I don't know.
Yeah.
He kind of, like, stepped it up.
Okay.
Stuff I didn't like was the pacing. I felt like in the first half of the movie, when they're getting ready for the Hunger Games, it's, like, really slowly paced, and then it starts speeding up later, but it's like, it's dragging on, let's go, Hunger Games. And I also did really like the kissing. Now, I knew they were going to kiss, but then I didn't know they were going to kiss that much. Like, when Peeta and Katniss were kissing, I was like, okay, I get that. But then when Gale and Katniss are kissing, I just cringe every time.
But even with the Peeta and Katniss kissing, I felt like, I understood it, but there was still something missing. Like, it's never going to be like the Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy chemistry. Never, like, it's just not there.
Because that's not their characters.
Yeah, and I also feel like they need the relationship is great. Like they actually develop it in this movie, but I feel like they could have developed it more. Yeah. So to warrant the kissing, I don't know. It's just there could have been better.
Yeah, Peeta and Katniss' relationship was more developed,
but still way better than Gale and.
Yeah, Gale and Katniss. I didn't know it was even there.
Yeah.
Okay. So Finnick, one of my favorite characters the whole movie.
Yeah.
Every time he was on screen, I was like, give me more about Finnick.
Right, yeah.
Because they hint so much about him, just enough for you to figure out like why he's doing what he.
But not enough. But still like you're curious.
Yeah. President Snow. Wow. He's not forwardly threatening. He's not up here and like threatening everything you love. He's giving you the information.
Yeah, and let you decide.
And let you decide what he's threatening you about. That's what I liked about him so much. He wasn't overtly evil. And the whole kind of the special effects part of it when they're actually in the Hunger Games. I know this wasn't like the special effects were all right in the first one.
Right.
But I feel like with different environments and the kind of threats that they had to pull in this one.
This one was more diverse. There was a lot more different kind of things.
Given that, I'm not going to spoil it, but there's this pattern to the Hunger Games that they figure out, and I think based on that they had to like figure out new and more inventive ways to harm the tributes. One problem I had with this movie is the way it was paced. Like something that you said. The way it was paced, it was weird because during the first half of the movie, when they're in District 12, you expect them to start developing relationships between Katniss and Gale, but it doesn't really click.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the whole point of that.
Yeah.
Like, to have Katniss in the environment of District 12, which she was in the first one, but she quickly had to go to the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
In this one, they had time to develop, and they missed out on that.
Yeah, and I think
Gale and Katniss.
Yeah, and I think the problem with it is because they market as another Hunger Games movie. You know there's gonna be Hunger Games, so the whole time you're just waiting for the Hunger Games to start. And if you read the books, you know exactly what's gonna happen.
Right.
So you're like, let's see the action, right? And I think that's one of the major. It's not a major problem, but it's one that kind of drew out the movie.
Right.
Another problem, I kind of just thought of this now, but it's the capital feels kind of just there.
Right.
It's kind of like the problem I had with Asgard in Thor in the first one.
Okay, yeah.
It's kind of just a vista, you know?
Right. And you don't really explore.
Yeah, you don't really go into it.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I can see that.
But otherwise, everyone did a great job. I was gonna say Katniss Everdeen. Jennifer Lawrence was fantastic. Josh Hutcherson brought his game.
Yeah, and
the way he interacted with Jennifer Lawrence.
Right.
Felt the chemistry with
he carried the chemistry.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying Jennifer Lawrence did bad, but Josh like you said before we started filming, like Josh really knew his character. It felt like he knew his character. Okay, my thing is like in this movie, I don't know why, but like Jennifer Lawrence, when I saw her on screen, I felt like that's Jennifer Lawrence, not necessarily Katniss. Yeah. And it wasn't like that in the first one. I don't know why it was like that in this one. Yeah. Not that I'm saying her acting was bad, but I felt like Josh Hutcherson's like, oh shit, that's Peeta.
Yeah.
He's that character. But Jennifer Lawrence, I was like, I don't know, some parts I was like, oh, that's Katniss. But other parts, like I could see Jennifer Lawrence in there. So not that I'm saying she's a bad actress, she's still fantastic, but yeah. So let's just give our conclusions. I felt like this, like I said again, I love this movie. I thought it was better than the first one. And there's just so many things that they did better. Especially, I liked how the tributes weren't just random tributes. Yeah. Like they gave character to them, especially Finnick and Joanna.
Yeah, Joanna.
Yeah.
And you understand, like, cause like in the first one, it felt you didn't really understand, like, cause like they were just tributes, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have character into it, so you didn't really feel for them when they died, besides obviously Rue.
Yeah.
But in this one, all the tributes, at least a majority of them, had character, and you didn't want them to die, and you really felt like Katniss and Peeta had this conflict where they don't want to kill
it's an underlying tension.
But they have no choice. So I thought that was great. And like you said again, I felt like they really stepped up the Hunger Games this one. Like, it's more diverse, and they could show off more special effects. So I thought that was fantastic. Any concluding thoughts from you guys?
It was really well adapted from the book. Like even the little things, you could catch it.
Right.
So I like that.
Stanley Tucci.
Yeah. But one more thing before I stop. I kind of, in terms of the pacing, I kind of disagree with you guys. I feel like I actually like the Before the Hunger Games better than the after.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying the stuff in it was
okay.
bad.
Yeah, but I feel like the pacing for me, right, the first part was actually even better. I feel like the last part, they kind of rushed it a bit. For the first half, I feel like, even though I knew the Hunger Games were going to start, I kind of, like, wanted to know more, because they're establishing the rebellion and, like, stuff like that. It was really interesting to me. I liked how they implemented that, but,
to each his own.
Yeah. So, it's time to give our ratings for this movie. I, myself, am going to give it a 9 out of 10. I thought it was even better than the first one. Everything is improved. Love it.
I feel the same way. It's better than the first one. Well adapted from the book, so I give it an 8 out of 10.
Also an 8.
Okay, yeah. So overall, across the board, average score is an 8 out of 10. Definite must watch. I really recommend you all to watch it. If you read the books, definitely gonna love it. If you don't read the books, I think you will enjoy it really okay too. And if you didn't like the first movie, like I said again, this is a much improvement. No shaky cam.
Everything about the first movie that was wrong, it was refined here.
Yeah, refined here. So fantastic. And also, if you like the first movie, you're probably gonna like this one. I don't see why you wouldn't like this one. So yeah, go check it out. So that's it for this episode of the Igloo Cinema. If you guys watch this movie, please give your comment down below. Tell us what you think. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Why or why not? Also tell us what you think about our opinions of the movie. Do you agree with us? Disagree with us? Why or why not? Please give your comment down below. We'll love to read them. They're always great. And that's it for now, guys. If you guys like this video, please like it. Like it even more, please share it. Like it even more, please share it. Subscribe to the channel for update content. Also subscribe to our personal channels, other stuff there too. Specifically Steven's personal channel. He has some new stuff there, so please check it out. Amazing. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have suggestions for future Black Couch episodes or movies that we should review, comment down below as well. Tell us what you want to see from us. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next Black Couch movie review or what have you. Later. Yeah, if you guys want to know the actual full synopsis.